2021. You can do what's never been done. Show us how you fly. 2021.
Congratulations, class of 2021. I am so proud of each and every one of you. You did it!
Congrats, class of 2021. We're so proud of you.
Congratulations and best wishes on your graduation.
Congratulations, class of 2021. Follow your heart.
Congrats, class of 2021, on all your successes.
You did it through some really tough times with heart, with style, with passion. Congrats.
Congratulations to all the graduates.
Congratulations, class of 2021. All the best.
Congrats to you, class of 2021. You made it.
Congratulations, School of Architecture, class of 2021. We're excited to see what you do next.
Congratulations, everyone. Hope your future is really a bright one.
My advice to the class of 2021 is to go out there and do better than we did.
My advice to you is always write thank you notes to people who do something nice for you.
Don't expect the world to change in a day. Do it one story at a time.
No you can't, live in your head.
Always check and make sure the filters are turned off before you join a meeting in Zoom.
Try to make your work impactful, meaningful, and fun.
Stay curious.
Reimagine the world in radical ways.
Find a job with good people where you will continue to learn and make the world a better place.
Wear sunscreen.
Inspiration is for amateurs, professionals just work.
Kindness and flexibility in all things. You'll find a way to make it work.
An iteration a day keeps complacency away.
Make time for both justice and joy in your work.
Stay involved with Northeastern through the alumni community.
Be bold, be brave, take chances.
Always believe in yourself.
Really enjoy the summer and celebrate.
Do what makes your soul happy.
Life is short, so it deserves rest.
Don't let anyone tell you what you can't do.
Work hard and be nice to people.
Dream bigger than you think you should.
Be true to yourself and never give up.
You are almost surely capable of more than you give yourself credit for. Ask yourself, if not you, who?
Take some time to celebrate and relax. You've earned it.
Be entrepreneurial, try new things, and be insatiably curious.
Take risks, drive hard for every achievement, be humble when you get there, and remember that inside every disappointment can be found a new path to success.
Advice, eat a vegetable every once in a while.
Ask tough questions and listen to the answers.
It's better to fail at something than to not try.
Always try to look for new perspectives.
Be good to yourself.
We need your voice. We need your voice.
Always remain true to your values.
Make the world a better place for this dude.
Whatever you do, have fun.
Light at the end of the tunnel? That's you. Congratulations on an incredible achievement. We're so proud of you.
Congrats to the class of 2021.
Welcome, students, family, and friends, to the College of Arts, Media, and Design's virtual celebration. I'm Adam Smith, Assistant Dean for Academic Programs, and I'll be your MC today. It's my pleasure to begin the celebration by introducing Professor Elizabeth Hudson, Dean of the College, for her opening remarks.
Hello, a warm welcome to all graduates, your parents and supporters here and around the world. Thank you for joining us today as we pay tribute to you, the class of 2021. In 2 days, our undergraduates will celebrate in person at Fenway Park, and on Sunday, our graduate students will gather at Fenway as well for live commencement ceremonies. I'm thrilled that those of you here in Boston will have the experience of a live ceremony this year, but I know that it's bittersweet for many of you who can't be here in person, and for the friends and family who aren't able all to gather together the way we would like to do in normal circumstances. For all of you then, we offer this special virtual tribute and celebration in CAMD's 5th annual college celebration. What a year. You've been through so much to reach this milestone, and yet you have persevered and overcome every obstacle And here you are today, poised to become CAMD's latest graduates. I'm so proud of you. Graduation is in essence a time to reflect on the nature of your achievements. In a little while, we'll recognize just a few of you as recipients of CAMD awards for particular achievements. But I want each of you to be proud of what you have accomplished, for it is through you and what you have done in your time here that you define CAMD. You have created your own unique web of relationships, the faculty you've studied with, the classes you have taken, the co-ops you have gone on, the minors and majors you have completed, the friends you have made. Throughout your time at Northeastern, you have amassed a set of experiences that have defined your own education. You have become a different person because of what you have done here at Northeastern. And of course, graduation is also a time to acknowledge all the help you have received along the way. Family and faculty and staff and friends that have provided the academic, emotional, and financial support that has been so crucial in getting you through all the ups and downs across the years. Now, if a graduation speech is supposed to offer any advice, mine is simple. I want to encourage you to embrace not just the experience and knowledge and skills that you have gained here, but your passion and creativity and ideas. And to be creative and passionate, you have to be willing to take time to breathe. There's so much pressure today to move fast in order to succeed. I would love to encourage you to take time to let your ideas percolate, and most of all, to be kind to others, but also to be kind to yourself, because that's the only way that passion and creativity can truly flourish, and for you to be successful in the fullest sense of the word. And I know that I can't wait to hear about all that you will achieve in the coming years.
Thank you, Dean Hudson. Each year, CAMD recognizes faculty and students who have performed exceptionally over the past year. Presenting our 2020-2021 Faculty Awards is Professor Matthew McDonald, our Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, Faculty, and Research.
Thanks, Adam. I'm pleased to present the winners of CAMD's Faculty Awards, Excellence in Teaching and Excellence in Research and Creative Activity. We had 4 winners for Excellence in Teaching this year. First, Sophia Ainsley, who has taught in art and design since 2001, covering almost every studio art course in the department's curriculum. Professor Ainsley creates innovative yet challenging learning communities where students are respected and nurtured as they push themselves to be better artists and citizens. Steve Grinelli in the Department of Communication Studies has taught over 1,600 students since coming to Northeastern in 2017. He oversees the foundational course Introduction to Communication Studies and has worked tirelessly to foster undergraduate research in the department. He's also been instrumental in improving the NU START program during the COVID pandemic. Amanda Reeser-Lawrence has taught in a wide range of undergraduate and graduate classes in the School of Architecture. She has designed and contributed to many of the school's most important programs, including the Architectural Studies major, several combined majors, minors, and the core architectural history curriculum. In only her 4th year as an assistant professor, Ang Lee from the School of Architecture has recently redeveloped the foundational course, Understanding Design. Professor Lee has an exceptional ability to translate her own design research work into upper-level design studios and seminars, and she engages students in her exhibition and installation projects outside of the classroom as well. Our Excellence in Research and Creative Activity recipient is Jonathan Kaufman, professor and director of the School of Journalism. As a journalist and scholar, much of Jonathan Kaufman's work has sought to contextualize debates around Black-Jewish relations. His acclaimed 2020 book, The Last Kings of Shanghai, is a culmination of many years of research which documents how 2 Jewish families influenced the developments of China's economy. Congratulations to all of our winners of this year's Faculty Excellence Awards. And thank you to all of our faculty for their continued excellence in what has been such a challenging year in so many ways.
Thank you, Associate Dean McDonald. Presenting our CAMD Graduate Student Award winners is Professor Jane Amadon, our Senior Associate Dean of Graduate Studies and Strategic Initiatives.
Thanks, Adam. Each year, CAMD selects student award winners from among a group of outstanding nominees put forth by department chairs. I'm pleased to present the 2021 CAMD Graduate Student Award winners, Nicole Zizi, Alexis Saro, and Suyu Chen. Let's hear from our award winners.
My thesis, Seeking Queer Cyber Connection, was a direct response to the unique isolation and loneliness created by the global COVID-19 pandemic. Through autoethnographic research and design, I created 4 design interventions that could provide immediate joy, warmth, and meaningful connection to a group of close LGBTQ+ friends and peers in my social web.
Hello, my name is Nicole Zizi. I'm a professional dancer and choreographer, and I am an MArch student here in CAMD. My ongoing research project is an investigation of dance and architecture. They both share the same spatial principles, yet they differ slightly. Dance occurs within a space, while architecture defines that space. Some questions that have guided my research so far include: how does a non-traditional space inform a dancer's movement? What can the dancer learn about the space? And how can these insights become part of an architectural design practice?
Congratulations to our Graduate Student Award winners. Next up, Andrea Rayner, Associate Dean for Undergraduate Programs, will present the Undergraduate Awards.
We have an outstanding group of award winners among our undergraduate students. The undergraduates we are recognizing today are Des Bennett, Rachel Berkowitz, Matthew Fishman, Cami Kaping Guao, Riley Robinson, Alyssa Spaeth, and Brooke Stanley. Now, here's our undergraduate award winners.
Hello, my name is Des, and I am the director of the immersive digital project Scenes for Metamorphoses. This project explored the intersection of film, theater, and gender politics through gender-bent casting of roles from the classical myths of Ovid. With this project, I wanted to highlight and reframe dominant narratives of love and loss while also pushing the boundaries of what theater can and should look like. This project lived on the digital sphere on an interactive website built by Matthew Hosking and Aaron Solomon. Big shout out and thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Hi everyone, my name is Rachel and my project is a photo series called As the Years Pass On. The project is really a combination of both film and digital images that are capturing different compositions of all these little objects that I've been holding on to for the past decade, like ticket stubs, birthday cards, receipts, like those plastic beads, things like that. And while all these objects are really personal to me and my own experiences, I think the best thing about this project is that I can really serve as a representation of some of the most universal experiences that connect us all.
Hello, my name is Matt Fishman. I'm so excited to accept this award for my music capstone project on the life and work of composer and folk song collector Percy Granger. As part of the project, I analyzed a handful of his folk song settings and then used my analyses to create my own original composition, which I then conducted and recorded with some members of the Northeastern Wind Ensemble. The project was immensely fulfilling and I had a great time working on it all semester.
Hi, I'm Cami and I'm happy to accept this award recognizing my cumulative work in the Urban Landscape Architecture program, where I focus on the integration of ecologic and urban systems, and I emphasize the importance of food-secure communities, delightful spaces, climate change resiliency to fire and water, and the necessity of environmental justice. My capstone project re-envisions Nantucket's shoreline into emergent dunes and marshes and a productive aquaculture to transform the island into a resilient landscape.
Hi, my name is is Riley Robinson, and thanks to a Summer Scholars Independent Research Fellowship from the university, in 2019 I was able to drive the length of the U.S. southern border and report a series of stories on topics ranging from healthcare access to environmental activism to local news deserts.
I think that at the root of my work is a desire to create a meaningful and exciting experience for the person interacting with it, even if it's a purely graphic design project such as making a brand identity. I'm also influenced by my love of travel and experiencing new cultures, and this often finds its way into a lot of my work. My degree project, The Unbeaten Path, focuses specifically on this, where I designed the concept for a travel guide that highlights off-the-grid destinations and local businesses to support, so that people can have a more meaningful travel experience.
For my project, I chose to study the involuntary celibate community. This community is important to study because they've been responsible for several spree killings over the past few years. However, there's a major barrier to entry for researchers, which is that they create a lot of their own language. So what I chose to do was go on an incel-run discussion forum and manually conduct a linguistic analysis to identify how many new terms they were creating and try to explain why, discovering 742 terms used 5,031 times in the 2 weeks alone that they were analyzed.
Finally, we have two students we have recognized especially for the impact of their experiential projects, one graduate student and one undergraduate. The CAMD Experiential Award winners are Alessandra Riccardi and Yuhil Schoenfeld.
So my project is focused on post-industrial sites in East Boston and how they can perpetuate community and economic growth while still respecting the industrial history of the neighborhood. The solution I developed is a community fabrication lab focused on physical skills such as metalworking and carpentry, as well as digital ones like 3D printing and laser cutting. The space connects artisans and fabricators with local students and underserviced community members in a way that fosters community and economic development through the sharing of valuable skills.
For my second co-op, I served as communications director on Representative Jake Auchincloss's campaign for Congress in the Massachusetts 4th, a crowded 11-candidate primary in which we won 25 of 34 cities and towns across the district. It was an awesome opportunity for me to serve in a leadership role on a campaign for Congress while still an undergrad.
Congratulations to all our student award winners. And of equal importance, congratulations and thank you to all our students. In a year that presented us with new contexts, challenges, and opportunities, we are incredibly proud of the many ways in which you've learned, adapted, and thrived. Your success is evident in year-end exhibitions, performances, presentations, and final projects, and in the department awards that recognize outstanding work across diverse fields. Your voices will change the world. Finally, presenting our CAMD Staff Awards is Tom Michael, Associate Dean for Administration and Finance.
Good morning. This is the second year of the annual CAMD Outstanding Staff Award. The award recognizes and rewards consistent, outstanding service by administrative, support, and technical staff employees in the College of Arts, Media, and Design. We normally recognize 1 to 2 recipients each year. However, given the tremendous efforts that have been made by our staff during a very challenging year, we couldn't narrow it down that far. Although we can't recognize all of the staff that have contributed to our success in the last year, the award committee has decided to choose 3 recipients this year. Our first winner, Angela Chin, has been the administrative officer in the Department of Communication Studies since 2003. Angela plays an integral role in planning and administering events like Dinner with the Faculty, the Communication Studies Honors Banquet, and the Senior Reception and Courting Ceremony. She is a valuable resource to students, faculty, and staff, and answers questions, navigates university and departmental procedures, as well as the Communication Studies curriculum. Our next recipient is Zora Faruzabadian. She is the academic support manager in the Department of Art and Design and has been here at Northeastern since 2006. It is her tireless and selfless approach to the job that makes her truly unique. She has a rare combination of infectious optimism, institutional memory, comprehensive understanding of the curricular processes and procedures, exceptional strategic and tactical and organizational skills with a laser focus on the needs of the students and the college. Our third and final recipient is Marty McIntosh, the operations manager in the Department of Theater, who has been in the department since 2006. In her initial role as the first ever production manager, Marty systematized the department's productions into an efficient and fully functioning program. Now, in her role as operations manager, she has been instrumental in ensuring the healthy functioning of the department under the difficult circumstances of the last year. Congratulations to our CAMD Outstanding Staff Award winners, and thank you to all the staff for their hard work across the year.
Thank you, Associate Dean Michael. Our students in CAMD, whether award winners or not, exemplify the best of their chosen fields. Now, please enjoy this student-produced rendition of the late Bill Withers' Lovely Day by Lindsay Masterson, Max Lacoma, Casey Cormier, Mark Gall, L. Klein, Jack Sinclair, Rocco Tropea, Nicholas Nelson, and Kai Tsao in collaboration with the Departments of Music and Theater. Enjoy.
When I wake up in the morning, love,
Thank you to all who contributed to that project. We have selected 2 inspiring alumni speakers for you this year. Both have graciously agreed to share a short message with you now. Our first speaker is Sky Moret, a 2016 graduate of the Master's Program in Information Design and Data Visualization. Sky has worked as a design strategist and data visualizer, a senior researcher, a design director, is an assistant professor, and is currently working as the Knowledge Management and Digital Partnership Specialist for the United Nations Environment Program.
5 years ago, I was graduating with my MFA at Northeastern in a completely different world. Obama was president, and no one had ever heard of coronavirus or even TikTok. But I also sat in similar shoes to you in the sense of a new graduate. I had a community of new friends and professors that shared and supported my curiosities and a suite of skills and knowledge I was excited to bring into the world. And so when I came into Northeastern for grad school, I actually had a background in marine science, and all of these ocean trips had taught me that this world we live in is interdisciplinary, and it has so many layers of interdependencies that allow life to thrive and for humans to have this abundant world. And so I took on my graduate studies with passion focused on how to meaningfully engage people with nature. After I received my degree, I worked at a small data viz studio and ultimately became its design director. But my wanderlust continued, and I ended up ultimately traveling to 18 different countries since Northeastern. Through doing art residencies in the Amazon jungle, the Italian Alps, and Iceland, and participating in human rights workshops in the Middle East, I've learned that small communities of motivated, like-minded people have lasting inspiration on my life. And through promoting my own design work, I've been able to exhibit in galleries, parliament buildings, and children's hospitals, and even on beaches. Now I'm an assistant professor at an art school in the Pacific Northwest, and I consult for the United Nations. My experience in the complement of unique but odd jobs I have made into my career now inform my suggestions for you, which are the following. Follow your curiosity. I truly believe that design is asking better questions, and so consider what you are uniquely capable of and the background and interests that have brought you to this moment. And then don't limit yourself. Your skills can be applied much more broadly than you think. Apply for grants and awards, publish your ideas, and make your work known. Amplify what you do. And finally, your intrinsic value, your worth, is not determined by anyone else. It's determined by the quality of your interactions and your shared kindness journey you carve out for yourself. When you embrace your vulnerabilities and the unknown while still fervently pursuing your passions, these doors will open up for you. And so now, grab your mask by its ear straps. No, just kidding. Follow your curiosity and just be true to yourself.
Our second speaker is Ja Williams, a 2008 graduate from our School of Architecture. Since graduating, Ja's path has taken her from an intern to designer to her current position as senior associate at Mass Design Group and founder, co-host, and spoken word artist of the If You Can Feel It, You Can Speak It open mic movement.
Congratulations and celebrations, class of 2021. Let me be one of many to say that your tenacity and perseverance to graduate during a pandemic is admirable. So much of my curiosity, confidence, and candor is a result of my undergraduate experience, and I sincerely hope that each and every one of you have found or created something that you know you can carry with you throughout the rest of your life. Since graduating from Northeastern in 2008, I have had an abundance of opportunities. This coming November, I will celebrate 12 years of hosting Boston's only monthly open mic dedicated to the LGBTQ+ communities of color. And this past February, I celebrated 3 years of being a senior associate and lab director at Mass Design Group. I really wish that I could share so much more with you all about my trajectory, but I want to leave you with 2 things. Firstly, take care of you. You are the only you we got, and we need you. Secondly, say yes. Whether you are afraid, weary, don't necessarily know what you're saying yes to, don't know if you really got what it takes to do whatever it is you're being asked to do, just say yes. Trust that your purpose has led you to that opportunity and that it is yours to seize, and just say yes. So again, I send you all so much love, celebrations, and collaborations. I sincerely look forward to working beside you to make the world a better place, and I thank you all for inviting me to be part of such a momentous occasion.
Thank you to both Sky and Ja for sharing your words with us today. I'd like to now bring back Dean Elizabeth Hudson for closing remarks.
Thank you again for joining us. Before we close, I'd like to thank all our dedicated CAMD staff who worked so hard to make this event a reality. We're equally excited to celebrate your achievements again on Saturday and Sunday in person at Fenway Park. I hope to see you there. We would love for you to continue to engage with us as proud alumni. I would encourage you to look for ways to stay connected and look for events that appeal to you to attend. I also want to encourage you to visit the Class of 2021 webpage on the CAMD site. We've recorded this event and it will be posted on that page for repeated viewings. In addition, that page will host student work, social media opportunities, and photos from the past year. I'd also like to tell you that CAMD will be mailing a very special package to each of our graduates. One of the items that we're planning to send to you is a one-of-a-kind keepsake program book. Finally, our departments have each planned special get-togethers immediately event. We will close this celebration with a scrolling list of all of our graduates' names, and I invite you to find you and your friends and colleagues' names and give them a shout out. And then please join your departments and continue to celebrate with your classmates and faculty. Thank you, and I hope to see you at our physical events on campus. Now, congratulations, and let's celebrate.